Jesus, take the wheel. I don't think I'm ready for this one. The official trailer for Annabelle 3 just dropped and I'm already losing sleep just thinking about the trailer. I'm your host Joss, welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you end up liking it. So, Annabelle, the creepy doll that we've gotten to know and hate over the years. She's back in a third movie called Annabelle Comes Home, which continues to follow the story of Lorraine and Ed Warren, the paranormal investigators we've seen battle out this evil doll. This time, the movie focuses on more than just the couple, but gives us a new story involving their young daughter Judy. The official trailer gives us a look into what we can expect, so today I'm going to do a Annabelle Comes Home official trailer breakdown. What better way to start out the trailer than with a close-up shot of the doll's face that has haunted our dreams all these years? That's right, Annabelle is back and looking just as scary as she always does. Nothing was ever cute about this doll, I don't care what anyone says. The first thing we hear in the trailer is a man saying, "Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or has been used in some kind of ritualistic practice." The opening scene is the Annabelle doll being locked into a glass showcase with a sign that says, "Warning, positively do not open." Once she's locked in the case, we see paranormal investigators Lorraine, Ed, and a priest all doing the sign of the cross in front of the doll, almost like a blessing. We even see Ed kissing the rosary that's around his neck, so I think it's safe to say they are really praying for some protection from this evil doll. We then see a close-up of another sign that says, "The Warrens, Consultants of Demonology Witchcraft," showing us that the room full of cursed items is actually inside their home. That seems practical. The trailer shows us that the movie is going to tell a new story and focuses on their young daughter Judy and her friend. The friend is curious about the Warrens' room of cursed items and wants to go in it. Judy tells her that it's not good for anyone to go in there and that it's locked to keep them safe. This friend seems like the type of friend that we all have, you know, the one who always just seems to get you in some sort of trouble. We see her break the rules and go into the forbidden room and start to touch everything in sight. Not too long after she enters the room do we see things start to move, like the famous rocking chair. She even has the balls to go up to the Annabelle showcase and ask her, "What did you do to get in there?" Girl, you do not want to know. Back away from the doll. Once she starts getting overwhelmed by all the moving items, she runs to the door, which happens to lock her inside, of course. That's when we get a glimpse of the Annabelle case one last time, which is now empty. Way to go, lady, you just had to talk to her and bring her back. Then we hear a voice of a little girl giggling and saying, "I like your doll," reminding us of where the Annabelle story first started. Before the girl can escape the room, she sees a demonic looking man that jumps out at her and also us. She gets out of the room and tells Judy and what looks to be their babysitter that she let Annabelle out. The girl is frazzled, crying, and can barely put her words together. Rightfully so, I'd be the same way if I went in that room. Being a rebel isn't as fun as she thought, I'm sure. They then ask her, "What else did you touch?" and she says everything, which seems to be significant, almost like everything she touches will be brought back to life in some way. That's when they hear a knock on the door, and guess who is there when they open it? Annabelle. And not the doll, the real Annabelle girl from the Creation movie. She asks if she can play with Annabelle, and when the babysitter tells her that there's no Annabelle here, she says, yes she is. Jesus Murphy, Annabelle is alive again, and it's not just the doll. As the trailer goes on, we see Judy explain that she sometimes sees things the way her mom sees things. Uh-oh, could it be that she also has the same abilities her mom has? We get a glimpse at some of the things she sees, and they are all nothing less than creepy. One of them is the Annabelle doll with a dead young girl next to her in the back of a car. That's when we realize the doll actually possesses other spirits. The ending of the trailer begins to get chaotic as we see the doll appearing out of nowhere, everyone running for their lives, Ed almost getting hit by a car, and the babysitter being dragged across the floor. One of the scariest things we see is the friend who went to the room in the first place, having some form of exorcism it looks like. We see her screaming like a possessed demon while a cross with Jesus hanging on it goes across her face. The screen then turns black and it cuts to the final moment of the trailer. It's Judy sleeping in her bed peacefully, but then something dragging her down the bed by her feet. Nothing is in the room, so she looks under her blankets and sure enough, the Annabelle doll is looking right up at her. She tosses the blanket down and a girl voice says, "I like your doll." That's never a good thing to hear when it comes to this movie. She looks under her blanket one last time and the doll is still there. But then out comes the real Annabelle girl reaching for Judy's face with her demonic looking arm. This trailer has officially ruined two things for me: dolls and little girls. I no longer want kids. The movie gets released June 28th, so we have time to mentally prepare ourselves for it. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited to see it and which Annabelle movie has been your favorite so far. I'm your host Joss, I'll see you next time.